Hey, my loves, how y'all doing today? Okay, quick story time, y'all. Just want to tell y'all how good God is and how He don't play by me. I be trying to tell people. So I rent from a specific place. I ain't gonna put their name out like that or whatever because situation has been handled, everything good. So I ain't gonna bash them or nothing like that. But they was trying to pull one real quick on me, but I still got love for them and you know what I'm saying, ain't no bad blood between us, you know what I'm saying, because what they thought was gonna happen didn't happen. So I'ma let it go. You know what I'm saying? As long as we good and I can still get what I need from them, I'm good. So here's the story. So the last time I rented a vehicle, the vehicle that I rented had caught a flat tire. Now let me tell you about me and how I rent cars. When I rent cars, they ain't even got to go tell me to go look at the car and examine any marks or anything, dents on the car, because baby, I'm already on it. Just show me what car I'm getting and I'm already headed to that car before they get there, and I'm already scoping stuff out myself and ready to point it out. Now I will say from this point on, when I rent another vehicle or something like that, I will be taking pictures myself, just because of the simple fact of they will try to get you. So I'm always prompt, and I do the same routine every time I rent a vehicle or whatever. So they point me to the vehicle that I'm gonna get. I instantly go to the vehicle and I walk around it. I check the inside, I check the outside, I check the tires. I do an inspection just like I do my bus. So when I'm renting this car, because sometimes I use their insurance, sometimes I use my insurance or whatever. And so when I'm using my insurance, I'm going to be thorough with the, looking to make sure that everything is legit, because we ain't finna try and hit me and blame something on me, because I know how people rock when you using your insurance. I know how they rock or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? Me and this car rental place has been good. We've been on good terms or whatever, and ain't never had no bad blood between us or whatever. And so, you know what I'm saying, it's been very, very decent renting from them or whatever. Never had any issues and stuff like that. But from this point on, I will be taking pictures for my own protection or whatever. So here we go. We go into our little trip or whatever, and on the way back from the trip, thank God that it could have happened on 95. And I think I came on here and told y'all about me catching a flat tire once I made it home. So the vehicle was home in the area where it's supposed to be at, versus us being stranded somewhere on the side of the road or whatever. And so we was able to get home and all that good stuff. But the vehicle did catch a flat tire, and so I was in full accountability for this tire, you know what I'm saying? Because it happened on my watch. I assumed that being that it was on my insurance or whatever, I was going to have to pay for this tire and all this other stuff. And so when I called them up the next morning, because I was actually going to go purchase a tire and put it on there myself or whatever, but I'm just like, you know what? Let me just call them first and see what the procedure is to when something like this happens or whatever, whether it will be a regular, like normal wear and tear on the vehicle that they will handle, or because if my insurance is on there, yeah, we definitely need your insurance to pay for a tire or whatever. So I'm just calling, doing my part as the customer, just making sure that everything is legit or whatever. So, and I, like I said, I was ready to pay for another tire, but if I call them and they say otherwise, then why I'm gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? So I did the procedures that I thought made sense. I called them the next morning. I told them the situation. They were nice about it. They was awesome about it and everything. And they were just like, okay, no problem. Told me the instructions to do. I followed those instructions. But my gut was telling me. So that's another thing. Don't be sleeping on your gut. Do what your gut tell you to do, no matter who, what, when, or why. If your gut telling you to do it a certain way, do it that way, because it's going to save you in the long run. And I just thank God that the situation worked out how it did for me. But now I know better. You know what I'm saying? When you know better, you do better. And so I call them. They give me the instructions of what to do. I follow those instructions. Now, before anything happened, before the tow people got there to pick up the car and all that there stuff, this were the instructions. The instructions were, they are going to call me with the tow company that they choose is going to call me to set up a pickup time. And from there, the tow company is going to take it to wherever the car rental place chose for the vehicle to go. So all of this stuff is out of my control. All I'm doing is what instructions was gave to me to do. And so I'm following those instructions. So I was told when the tow company get there, give them the keys to the vehicle and let them take the vehicle away or whatever, and you go ahead and come back up to the shop and get another vehicle, and we're going to accommodate you an extra day for the vehicle. I'm like, okay, fine, no problem whatsoever. So they was even finna send a Uber for me. I mean, I was like, oh, okay, so y'all really come through for y'all people, you know what I'm saying? So I really appreciated the love and the accommodation that they gave me, and so that's why I'm not gonna bash them, because they did their part or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's just in the end they thought they was working with, and I'm not even gonna say the actual people where I rent the vehicle from, it's not them that I'm talking about. Me and them still good. We ain't got no bad blood or whatsoever, and at the end of the day there's still no bad blood in this situation. But it was the people, you know, above them that I was dealing with or whatever. And so so I was told to, you know, give the key to the tow company or whatever, and then come up and get my other vehicle that they're gonna accommodate me for or whatever. And so I had to get a ride to the vehicle because the tire was so bad at this point that I couldn't drive it anymore. So I had to leave the vehicle overnight in a safe location, so that way they can get to it in the morning, or I can get to it in the morning once I had a ride. So I worked out a ride to go and get to the vehicle and to get to the rental car place to get the next vehicle that they're going to give me. So in the midst of that, the vehicle that the person who was coming to get me needed to be at an appointment at a certain time. So I was they needed me to drop them off at their appointment, so that way I could take their car to go pick up the rental car or whatever. And so that's what we did. So what I did was, before I left, the tow company was not there yet, but they said they were like 20 minutes out or whatever. And so they got there a little sooner than the 20 minutes that I expected. So I'm like, okay, that give me enough time to drop the person off at the appointment and then run back up here to the vehicle, so that way I can give the key to the tow company. And so that's what I did. So by the time I got back to the vehicle, the tow company was already there. Now, me and the person who picked me up, we went back to the vehicle first. We sat there, and then the tow company called and said they would be the 20 minutes late, or what, you know, they'll be 20 minutes out. So in the midst of that, I am actually walking around the vehicle at this time, doing a double check to make sure that there's no other damage other than this tire, and to make sure that I didn't leave anything in the rental car, which I did. So good thing I did go back and check, because I went ahead and grabbed those items that I left inside of the rental car. So I'm like, just like I did when I rented the car, I walked around and I checked out all of the things that I should see to make sure that there was no extra damage to the car other than what was already there when I purchased, you know, when I rented the car or whatever. So I get back from dropping off the person at the appointment, and when I get back, the tow company is there. So I give him the key, and I take off after that, because my instructions were to give the key to the tow company and then come up to the rental car place and come get your next vehicle. So that's what I did. I gave the man the rental car key, and I left. Everything in me told me to stay with the vehicle, to watch him put it up on the thing and make sure that they don't cause any damage to the vehicle or whatever, because it is under my insurance, and so I feel like it's my responsibility or whatever. But I didn't go with my gut, and so I went ahead and I followed their directions, which were not bad instructions or whatever, but I still should have went with my first gut instead of just, listening to them or whatever. So everything is fine. I get up to the rental car place. I get the next vehicle that they give me, and everything is good. So then later on that day, I get a phone call from the rental car place saying, "Hey, the people at the shop said that there's a dent on the vehicle." And I'm like, "No, ma'am, no, it's not. There ain't no dent nowhere." She was like, "Yeah, that's what they said." I said, "I need to see a picture, ma'am. Send me a picture of the dent that y'all talking about, because there was no dent when I went and looked at the vehicle." So the only thing, and I repeated to her everything that I know was wrong with that car when I rented it. That should only be the same stuff that's wrong with that car. My story never changed up from that phone call nor to the claims phone call. My story never changed up. They wrote that stuff down word for word, what I said, and I was not changing up nothing that I said. I ain't got no reason to lie to these people. I'm like, "Listen, ma'am, I'm like, listen, I felt like this was gonna happen, because everything in me was like, watch, they gonna try to find extra stuff wrong with this vehicle only because it's on my